Mob Psycho 100, Episode 11, Master Leader. Hey, what's going on everybody? Fumincho here, back at it once again with another Mob Psycho 100 review, talking about Episode 11, and I gotta say, this is my favorite episode yet. Just absolutely fantastic when it comes to the animation, the amount of action, and that touching backstory that we got between Shigeo and Reagan. Just fantastic. So good. This is easily, again, my favorite episode yet. My favorite part about this episode was actually that backstory. I loved how they dipped into that friendship, that bond that they have, and showing the beginning when they first met was really nice and really touching again. Just fantastic. Let's jump right into this episode. This is a long one. Just so much to talk about. Alright, so first things first, the episode starts off a little bit where the last one, or a little bit before the last one ended, and we see Reagan approaching the hideout. He's like in an Uber, he has a tracker on Shigeo's phone, he's pulling up, and of course, I don't know how, I wasn't expecting it, he ends up tricking all those guards. So this, again, confirms that he is not the leader of Claw. I thought that was really funny how they trolled us last episode. Like, that was a really cool way to kind of just confuse everybody and throw everyone off. He ends up tricking all those guards and claiming that he's just so good at self-proclaiming himself. He's like the ultimate liar. I think that is his true special ability. He ends up tricking all the guards, gets let into the hideout. Again, just absolutely hilarious. He meets the Awakening kids, like in a stairwell, I believe, and he sends them on their way. Get out of here, guys. This is my job now. I don't know, it's so cool how he just like poses as this compassionate leader of this evil organization. Like, all the guards are just blown away by his niceness, which I thought was really funny. Sends the Awakening kids on their way and ends up where the cell is, where we have Shigeo, Teru, and Ritsu. And they're all kind of talking amongst themselves. They can't use their psychic abilities in this cell, that they're like being blocked somehow. And then we have some of the members of Claw kind of talking amongst themselves behind the cell. And this is kind of interesting. We have Sho here. He is like a volunteer kind of thing, like he was just like hired in, which I thought was really cool. And he's just mentioning like how everyone hates each other in this group. I love Claw as an organization. I think it's really cool. I love how these members kind of interact with each other, and we see Sakurai there, we see Ishiguro there. Really cool. Really cool. Anyway, somehow Reagan gets inside the cell and he saves them. He ends up saving them, which I thought was just fantastic. I don't think he's really doing it intentionally though, to be honest. We have Teru just absolutely shocked that like Reagan's even there. Like, oh my god, like how powerful is this Esper? I can't even sense like his energy. Like, I don't even know, like he's just beyond everybody, like, but he's not, he just does not have psychic abilities. I love this, how Reagan is just able to fool everybody. And anyway, he leads them out into the hall, and of course, we have the 7th Division, we have Claw there at the end. I believe we have Muto. I didn't see Sho, that was kind of odd. I don't think Sho was there, but we have Muto, we have Ishiguro, and we have Sakurai, and the other guy, which I never can remember his name, the guy that uses the apparitions to attack whatever, the guy that has Dimple, which is kind of interesting because we get no Dimple this episode, and we don't even see that urn again. Not sure if we're going to get that next episode, or maybe, I don't know, I really don't know. Is Dimple kind of like, can he be free, or is he being controlled by that guy? No idea. Absolutely excited to find out, but we don't see Dimple this episode. But we see that guy that has that ability, and they just start attacking. This is where the action just really steps in. We see some of Sakurai's abilities. We see some of Ishiguro. Ishiguro is really cool. He ends up starting to attack, and like the walls start kind of ripping around him. Bob comes in. He gets pushed down to the ground, which I thought was really cool. Ishiguro is able to control gravity, which is really awesome and really OP. Like, this guy can destroy the world, honestly. I thought that was really cool. We have Reagan. He's sending the guards off, telling him, just get out of here. Like, this is a dangerous place. He tries to run off as well, but of course, Ishiguro isn't going to allow that. He sends down and lets the hallway cave in, and then the fight begins. This is where it all goes down. We have Ishiguro pushing down Shigeo, and then we have Reagan just jumping in and getting a like nice kick in the back of Ishiguro's head, which I thought was really funny. It kind of reminds you, like, these are still human beings that are able to do like physical attacks, which I like. I like that they're not only using psychic abilities in this series. And I like how Reagan is like brave enough to step up to that. Like, he really is trying to protect Shigeo, which is really cool. Like, I didn't think that he'd have that kind of compassion. It's really awesome. And he, again, is my favorite character in the series. Someone mentioned in my last review that I did that he becomes the best character in the series. And I think you were right, man. Like, this guy, he is so brave and so, like, I don't know, like, I really like, even though he was trying to run away in the beginning of the fight, he wants to protect Mob. He doesn't want Mob to use his powers, which we'll dip into that later on, but which is really, really awesome. Like, I love that he's trying to protect Mob from himself. Anyway, we see Ishiguro here. He ends up opening up a black hole, which is incredible. The animation here, again, Studio Bones just pushing it to the limit with the animation. It's tearing up the walls. We have Reagan being sucked up, and we have Mob trying to pull him back out, ripping his body almost apart. He's like, hey, don't rip me apart. He pulls him out. Then the entire hideout caves in and explodes. We have the awakening kids just pulling out. And they're noticing that, and then we have this desolate battlefield where it all just kicks into high gear. We have all these crazy fights going on. We have Sakurai fighting Teru. Again, the animation just pristine, just absolutely fresh. I love where the viewpoint is moving, like it's going all over the place. We have Teru using his psychic abilities. We have... I love how Sakurai has, like, a toy sword. Like, he mentions, like, oh, no, this is just a piece of plastic, by the way. Like, I'm using my psychic ability to sharpen it and make it, like, extremely powerful, which I thought was really, really cool. Kind of funny, too. Like, it's a really cool concept for the character. And just fantastic. The fight between those two, the animation, again, it just... my goodness, just so good. Absolutely, absolutely awesome. And then we have Ishiguro there using his abilities, tearing stuff up. And again, we have Reagan not wanting Shigeo to use his powers. And then we kind of dip into a flashback where they first meet. And we see that he mentions, like, you are a human being. Like, you can be a person and still have these psychic abilities, just like how someone can have body odor and just be a regular person. I love how that's his comparison. But yeah, we see where that friendship starts there, and he realizes, like, oh, this kid's, like, really powerful. Like, I need to put him under my wing and I guess use him. I'm not sure how good his intentions are at that point, but he does have a friendship towards him. He does have a heart towards him. He wants to protect him. He doesn't want him to hurt anybody. He doesn't want to have Shigeo feel that pain of hurting someone. And we've seen this before. We've seen Shigeo have that emotion before when he took out Teru, when he realized what he did. Like, he was just broken. It really, really hurt him. Which, I know, it was a really sad scene. It was a really good scene in that episode. And I know for a fact that Reagan doesn't want to see Shigeo at that state anymore. He doesn't want him to feel that way. And it got a little touching for me. Like, I didn't expect Reagan to care that much for Shigeo. So that was really cool. But then in the end, unfortunately, we have Sakurai just slashing at his... I think it was Sakurai. I can't even remember. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. I can't even remember. But we have him being slashed in the back and having him fall in agony, which I thought was just a grueling scene. Like, I did not expect that to happen. He ends up protecting him. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm kind of jump tracking here. Let me start off to the beginning of that scene when we have all of the characters literally getting their backs pushed to the wall, like they're about to be defeated, and then we have Mob realizing, like, I need to go all out here, like I need to use my psychic abilities. We have Ritsu telling him not to, we have Reagan telling him not to, we have Teru, like, telling him, please use your powers, because we are going to die if you don't. And he's kind of battling with himself, but then he realizes, like, I need to protect my brother, this is what this is all about, this is why I'm here. So he ends up using his power, and his emotion is murderous intent, which I thought was just scary. When I saw that, I was like, oh my god, like, what is he doing? And I thought he was going to go full all out there and just basically wipe the floor with every single one of the members of Claw. But no. Reagan steps in, he slaps him in the face, and he's like, don't do this. This will hurt you more than it hurts them. Please don't do this. And again, I actually started getting worked up a little bit. And this is where we see him basically using himself as a shield to protect Shigeo. He falls down in agony. And then basically the episode ends there. Like, I don't know where we're going next. I thought that was really, really emotional. This episode was so good to me. Like, it just had everything that I love about this series kind of thrown in. We get those slice of life elements in those flashbacks. We get a lot of heart there. And we also get incredible action, which is just so good. Just absolutely fantastic. This is easily my favorite episode yet. I'm going to give this one a really high review. I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. Just great. Absolutely great. I love this episode. I don't know where the last episode is going. It's titled Reagan and Shigeo, which I think is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't know where we're going next. I'm really, really excited to find out. Comment below. Give me your thoughts on this episode. What do you think of all that high octane action? And what do you think about that backstory sorry, I had to swallow, between Reagan and Shigeo. What do you think about that relationship that they have? Do you think that Reagan is really there to protect him? And what is this murderous intent that Shigeo is feeling? Do you think we're going to see that on next week's episode? Let me know in the comments below. Please be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed anything that I had to talk about, and also please be sure to subscribe for, of course, my weekly Mob Psycho 100 reviews. The last episode, my boys, the last episode's coming up. Getting really pumped for that. I might end up doing a live reaction to that episode. Not quite sure. If I can get it done, I'm going to get it done. So I'm so excited to see what happens. But yeah, subscribe for, of course, those reviews and other anime-related videos, gaming-related videos, and everything in between. You can also follow me on social media down in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that all, whatever. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.